What's up, guys? It's October 11th, 2024. Crazy morning rally, and then we went sideways for the rest of the day. I think it was a challenging day because of these bars. And then I think it was challenging. I don't think today was straightforward, easy. Daily chart, I forgot to save that gap. So we had a gap, and then we had a pause and follow through. I was surprised that, we got follow through today because we're in a range, but we're above the EMA. We just pulled back into the EMA and bounced, so it makes sense. We're channeling now. We have a gap. We've been channeling. All right, let me save it this time. We have an open gap at a new high. Pretty nice bars yesterday, kind of climactic. We have a double top, 45-minute chart, 2-bar channel, pull back, follow through. So will the follow through get follow through, or will it trap bulls at highs? Follow through bar is smaller than this bar. The follow through bar is one of the smaller bars since September 30th. Yeah, so it's a small follow through bar. Yesterday we had a gap down, we rallied, and sold off. Range bound price action. Bar 80, bar 1. Strong bull bar, bar 2, pullback. We've got a gap from yesterday's price action to today's. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have a 10-bar micro channel. However, this micro channel is still it's leg 2. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. Bar 11, leg 4 right here. I'm going to go sideways. Bar 13 is an inside bar, so that's breakout mode at highs. We're extended far away from the EMA. The EMA was around 46, 62, 46, 62. So we're about 14 points away-ish. Someone correct me if that math is. That's a rough guesstimate. Breakout, pullback, microchannel, bar 7, trendline break. And then we break out, creating a big gap that roughly stays open for the rest of the day. Gaps are important because they show trap traders. So bears who thought they can trap highs, limit order bears right here. Look at that. So limit order bears that had a limit from the swing yesterday's high are all trapped. They see this sell off and they want to get short around the same level. They get trapped. Big trap. It eventually lets them out if they hold through this whole thing. They can short more and get out 50%. Let me see if I can do this right. So they can get out 50% at 17. Gap, breakout, and the breakout gets follow through. I was not expecting this breakout to get follow through. 11, pause bar, 12, races, and then closes halfway. So it's not the best close. 13, inside bar. We're in breakout mode now. Some sort of triangle, and it starts to reverse slower. 15, 16, 17 is a bear micro channel. It's a bear channel against how many bars that were bullish? About 12, 13 bars that are bullish. So I don't think so. This is not the best short yet. If you want to get short, we definitely need to see a pullback, and then bears start to collect more bars under the EMA. But this at least they got to close this gap before you guys are getting short. Wedge top. They have push 1, push 2, push 3. I was short around here, but I got out really quick before I lost money on bar 42 because we're in a bull regime. This is strong enough. I think this is strong enough to get its own second leg. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Strong enough to get its own second leg. 37 is a pullback. 38, 39, 40, 41 is that second leg. Since the bulls want to trend, the best the bears can do is get a range. And what do we get in ranges? Second leg traps. So leg 1, leg 2, second leg trap with 42. Bears are getting trapped. They have to buy back shorts. Let's look at 42. Why was 42 a good bounce? So we're testing the breakout point, bar 8. We're testing around yesterday's high and the previous day's high. So bulls that want to buy above the high for the breakout have orders set now that they've seen the breakout. They're lacing this all up with orders. We don't know exactly where the orders are, but we know it's in this general region. There's a high there. is a high there, and then this is around the breakout point. So limit order bulls are buying lows, selling high. 42, I think if you see 42, you definitely gotta get out of shorts because we're still in a bull regime, and that's an outside bar at lows. Outside bars are range bound price action, so there's gonna be sellers at highs and buyers at lows. And you can see 42 didn't get followed through. 43, 44, 45, 46. It's a bear leg lower, so bears that are short here can short higher and get out at 50%. We can do the math real quick. I gotta figure out how to fix this tool. You short the high of 42. So you short the low of 41 and the high of 42. And you make a point or a tick right there. And then bulls rally. They rally leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. And it sells off, wedge top. Again, another wedge top. 2-legged trap, leg 1, pull back, leg 2. If you got short on 62, look at the close and look at the tail. You say, oh, it's reversing. We're at the swing high. We just had a breakout. This is the second leg. But what if this was another second leg trap? What if 62 was another second leg trap for the bears? It was a bear trap, trapping bears at lows, forcing them to buy back shorts, and we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bar rally, 8 bar rally, depending on how you count 16. Leg 1, oh, leg 1, pull back, leg 2. ABCD pattern, leg 1, pull back, leg 2. That is this is pretty much the premise of the leg 2. So like our goal is to see if A and B are gonna get a C. Wait, excuse me, A, B, C, D. I'm looking for the pen. Why is there no pen? Okay. Sorry, it's a little messy. B, C, and D. So my goal and our goal of traders is to identify an A and B. We want to look for leg A and B, validate if it's a strong enough breakout. Then we want to look for B and C. Now B and C could be strong enough to get its own second leg. After that, we look at C and we want to look for a bottom pattern. And then we trade C and D. High probable trade right there. Why am I explaining this? Because look at today's pattern. I can't move the screen. Wait, how do I do that? So again, A. Come on now. A, B, C, and D. You guys see that? That's not a coincidence. I mean, well, A. The heck? I have two pen tools. It's confusing me. So let me do it again. A, B, C. That B's a little better. That C kind of sucked. And D. And we want to check if this leg here can get its own second leg. So let's delete these. One day, if I'll figure out how to use these pen tools. So we want to see if bars 1 through 12 are strong enough to get its own second leg. Delete this. Now you guys have the rough frame in your head. So we have a rally, we have a gap, a rally, pullback, another gap, big breakout bar that gets followed through, another gap. So we have multiple gaps. We're like, yeah, this is a good candidate for a second leg. But then now remember I mentioned B and C can get its own second leg. This is the pullback, and we have to assess this pullback. Is this pullback strong enough to start a reversal, or is it just a pullback? So here's B. So now I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this price structure. This is the price structure I'm talking about, okay? With this arrow is in reference to this price structure. B, pullback, C. Strong enough to get its own two legs, C. So that's B. Yeah, you guys kind of know what I'm talking about now. You guys, I think you guys are starting to see. And then, yeah, we're like, okay, wow, bar 42 is strong. The pullback creates a higher low, 46. So now we have a reversal. It's kind of a head and shoulders. I don't really care to call it head and shoulders because it is what it is. It's a higher low. It's breakout, pullback, and then we want to trade the C to D leg. Price action. I'm gonna delete some of this. I'm gonna delete this letter. Because there's something I want you guys to see here. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete this. You guys see the A, B, C, D? I hope you guys understand that this leg was the CD part. I didn't label it, but I think you guys get what I'm talking about. But pay attention to A, B, C, D because check this out. Do you guys see it? I'm not gonna say anything. Just tell me if you see it. Drop a comment if you know what I'm about to say at 12 minutes. A, B, C, D. You see what I'm saying? You see how we can play with this? Breakout, pullback, and follow through. So again, A, B, C, D. Now look at B and C. B, C, C, D. 62 ends up being a bear trap. It's the ABCD pattern, which is leg one, leg two. So I'm just showing you guys how we can talk about it. It's a leg one, leg two. How this whole day was a leg one, leg two, and how within this there's a leg one, leg two pullbacks, B to C pullback. I mean, even right here. A, B, B, C, D. Excuse me. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Yeah, I hope you guys understand that. Drop a comment if you do. Drop a comment if you don't, and I'll talk about it some more. Let's just go over these gaps, talk about a couple trades. Showing some gaps here. Bears are getting gaps. It's not very good for the bull trend, right? There's a bear microchannel here, so when we have a trend and we see an opposite side get a microchannel, we know we're range bound. Gap here. Here's another gap, but it's a weak gap because it's two bear bars, but it's a bull gap. We want three bull bars to have a good bull gap. Like here is a good bull gap. It's the first bar is bullish and the last bar is bullish. Lots of gaps today. Very strong for the bulls. Bears getting some gaps. Two now. Breakout gap below the EMA, EOD. I think I missed some gaps. Let me start from the front. Bar one. Nope, that's a zero height gap. The high of 5. 36.50. The low is 6. 36.50. Yeah. So zero height gap just means equal highs and lows. Bang. No gaps here. Gap, bear gap here that eventually gets closed. This gap gets closed with 18, 19, 20. See how when we go range bound, all the gaps are getting closed. That's one way we could think about what's the context, what the context is range bound price action, and gaps are getting closed. Another gap here. Now we have a bear gap, bull bar. So they're starting to get stronger. No gap. Rally. Zero height. The high is 58.50. The low is 58.50. Zero height gap right there. Rally, zero height. There's a bear gap here. So we kind of interested to see if we gap down tomorrow or on Sunday. I mean, one-to-one trades. Let's check it out. I don't really trade the first 6 bars. 20% of the time, we can have a trend from open. Bar 2 is the start of a pullback, so we can buy. I did not do this, but if you were to buy the trend, you go here, stop down here, PT down here, and we're trading probability. So probabilities are better we go higher. Then we see this leg and we see a spike down. So now we're like, okay, here's another leg. We buy the close, we make 1-to-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bars without a pullback. If you get FOMO, think about how many times you've had 9 bars before a pullback. You can think a pullback's coming soon. It did come soon, bar 13. This is a limit order trade, and you'd have to scalp out late in the trend. I think it's best to wait for a pullback, a deep pullback, excuse me. 15, 16, 17 micro channel. I think it's trying to get its own leg 2. Leg 1, pullback leg 2. A, B, B, C, C, D. Excuse me, I'm gonna close my window real quick. I live next to a high school and they're having a football game. So, and I guess they had just scored. I can vaguely see, one team just scored. So I don't know if you guys just heard some kids screaming, but yeah, there's a football game going on today. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so bear micro channel A B C D, A B B C C D. Don't think it's worth a short. I think it's best to wait to see what happens on the EMA. You want to get short here, I understand. Get short here, the high of 37, leg 1, pullback leg 2. That was 1-to-1, by the way. I was in that trade, but I got out on 42. I didn't get filled by 1 tick, and it reversed, and I got out for a small loss, like 1 point loss. Pretty annoying. It is what it is. So yeah, we have this trade, we have that trade, then we're gonna wait. And if you want to really, you could scalp. I don't think this is the best scalp, but you could. Now we see bar 42, we want to get 1-to-1. So we buy 47, we get that 1-to-1. We see where's the next rally. 47 to 51 is a rally with a small pause. 50 breaks the trend line, so I really wouldn't go for 1-to-1 of this because it's a bear bar. It's not the strongest, small bodies. But then look at 55, 56, 57, 58. I think that's a good rally. We're in a bull regime. Get that BC pullback. We make 1-to-1. Really nice day. Again, the way I'm trading, I wait for a leg, I wait for a pullback, and I buy it. I go for 1-to-1. So here's that 1-to-1. You can even go a little more if you'd like. I don't necessarily do that. I buy here, stop down here. Probably is we go higher. Bull regime, we're above the EMA. So yeah, I think the chances are we go higher. All right, guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time, appreciate your support. If you learned something, share the show. Let me know what you think about this ABCD pattern. It's breakout and follow through, just a little different angle so you can kind of put more structure to the trade. Have a good one, guys. Have a good weekend. Hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys had fun. Halloween is coming up. I'm looking forward to Halloween. I'm not doing nothing. That's my favorite holiday. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.